factory, they had a very small turbocharger, no intercooler, so when the turbo gets hot... Hey, this is Mad Matt from Budgie Boostin'. Today we're going to talk about two types of pistons. We're going to talk about dished pistons and flat top pistons. Alright, I have a few examples of each. Here's a flat top piston, indicated by its flat top. This piston is not in the greatest of shape, because this was in an engine where it went lean on low octane 91 fuel. To me that's low octane because that's the kind of garbage we get at the pumps. 91 octane, barely fit for a lawnmower, but they call it high octane in this country. You go to the airport and find 100 low lead, that's good gas. 100 octane, low lead octane. Anything less, like 91, tends to destroy pistons when you don't have everything perfect. This is a piston that was in an L26 inline 6 engine with 91 garbage octane fuel, and the engine was boosting and it didn't have enough fuel, not enough octane, and boost. That's the combination of all, and of course it's a flat top piston, so flat top pistons provide the most compression. That's why a lot of people like flat top pistons for natural aspirated engines, because they provide a lot of compression. For a turbo boosted engine, it's best to go dished, which is the next piston I'm going to talk about, because flat top is going to give you a lot more compression because it's closer to the valves and the chambers on your head. Whereas the next piston we're going to talk about, a dished piston, indicated by the little dish on top. That gives room, a little bit extra room for the valves, and a lot of extra room for boost and less compression. But when boost hits, you're going to get a lot more compression, not more than flat top, but a lot more than you have, much more needed than to make up for that dish. The dish is advantageous on a boosted engine because it gives you room for the boost to go in. It lowers the compression by just a little bit, but as soon as boost comes online, you're going to have a lot of compression. So you really don't need a flat top piston in a turbocharged engine. With dished, you actually have a little bit more room for your valve clearances as well. And along with this piston that got destroyed due to low octane fuel, boost, quite a combination of things, but this is what can happen to a piston if the fuel air mixture isn't perfect. You have low octane fuel on a high boosting engine. And here's the spark plug that was with this piston on that time. As you can see, the electrode melted. Pretty much the whole top of the spark plug melted to what you see here. It's supposed to have a hook on top, but that melted too. So, flat top pistons, great for NA engines, but not the best for boosted engines, unless you got really good high octane fuel, perfect fuel air mixture, and everything to go along with it to where you can handle the boost and the compression. Dish pistons, usually factory equipment on all turbocharged engines. Some are forged, some are cast. This is a cast piston. These are cast pistons. Forged pistons are just a lot stronger because they're made of forged aluminum, not cast aluminum. Just a different process. Cast are not as strong, but they're light and they run fine, but you don't have a lot of room for air on your fuel air mixture. If you go lean once or twice or just enough, you have problems. Forged will still do the same thing, but it just takes a lot more detonation and a lot more bad fuel air mixture and high boost to get the forged piston to look like this. It just takes longer. So you have more time with a forged piston than you do a cast piston. So cast and forged pistons, dished and flat top pistons, bad fuel air mixtures, good fuel air mixtures. So in summary, no matter what piston you're running on your engine, what's very important is when you're dealing with turbocharged engines, you want the highest octane fuel you can get a hold of. You want to run the right fuel to air mixture, and you want to watch your combustion chamber temperatures, i.e. exhaust temperature gauge, so you can monitor your exhaust temperatures, because exhaust temperatures are going to spike before this happens. So it's good to monitor your air-fuel ratio, because as soon as that starts leaning, the next step is high exhaust gas temperatures, which result in this. So very important when you're turbocharging engines, you want to monitor your boost, your air-fuel ratio, and your exhaust gas temperatures, because they all will spike before this happens. So you can monitor things before they damage your pistons and engine. Well, hey, thanks for watching our video today on pistons. Two types of pistons, flat top and dished. And remember, if you like us on Facebook. Check out our new budget boosting website. Great stuff, budgetboosting.com. Nice and simple. And if you like us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, subscribe to our page. And remember, this kind of knowledge is power. It's horsepower. And this one's pretty tight, so we're going to have to loosen quite a bit. There we go. 10 fits in. You want to get it right where the feeler gauge goes in and out. Not really loose, but not really tight.